that moment when you are asleep and then it wakes you up, like, girl, you need to head to the bathroom. That was always me whenever I'm on my period. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and this is your first time seeing my face, welcome to my channel. My name is Ogom Wike and I'm a pharmacist living in Abuja, Nigeria. Please don't make this your last time here. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys. So as you can tell from the title of this video, we're going to be talking about menstrual cups today. Yeah, in my last two vlogs I mentioned that I purchased a menstrual cup and I was going to try it out and give you guys a review. So here is your review in video. Alright guys, so I'm going to be talking about menstrual cups, but before I start, I'm going to show you guys what a menstrual cup is, what it looks like. I'm going to show you guys the one I bought. I don't want to waste so much time on this video. I want to get straight to the point. So guys, this is the menstrual cup I purchased. This is the brand I got. I don't know, I'm hoping that it's clear. This is a brand I purchased. It's called the Ania Care. Yes, the Ania Care menstrual cup. It comes in a box like this. So I'm going to quickly unbox that and show you how it looks inside. So once you open up, you're going to see a cute pink bag, and you're also going to see a manual. So the manual literally shows you how to use the menstrual cup. Everything you need to know about the menstrual cup is in the manual here. So you need to go through that before you use your menstrual cup. Now let's get to the main gist. This is your menstrual cup, comes in this cute bag. I'm going to quickly open that and show you the cup itself. So it doesn't come like this. This is your cup. This is your menstrual cup. It doesn't come like this. It comes in a plastic bag, but I have used mine, so I'm just storing it back in this for safety and all that. So this is what the menstrual cup looks like. There has been so much rave about menstrual cups on the internet, on social media, and the last time I traveled, my sister was going on and on and on about it. She convinced me to buy one and try it out, and I did. So this is what a menstrual cup looks like. Comes like this with this extension here that helps you pull out. So like I was saying, there's been so much rave about it, so I tried it, and I'm going to firstly give you guys my thoughts, my reviews, my experience on the menstrual cup before I go ahead to talk about the safety, the pros and cons, and the benefits and all that. So I'm someone that has really heavy flow, really heavy flow, especially since I had my kids. With each kid that came, my menstrual flow kept on getting heavier and heavier. Most times I change up to 9 to 10 times in a day when I'm using a sanitary pad, because I'm so scared to stain. Most of my stuff, my chairs, my couch, my sheets are either white or neutral colors, or colors that can easily stain. I always change my pad very often. So this cup was supposed to be like a saving grace for me to reduce the frequency of pad usage and also frequency of changing and all that stuff. So I tried it out. Yeah, for the very first day, my period on the first days are not so heavy like unlike the second and the third day. But for that first day, the cup was collecting. I tried it on and I used it for that day. I didn't trust my period, so I had to also for extra insurance, I had to also use pad as well for that first day. So yeah, for the first day, I was literally at home. It was a Sunday, so I didn't really go anywhere. I didn't go to work. It was my off day, so I was at home. I changed, I think, like 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 times actually. Yeah, so but each time I went to change, my cup was always almost full or even full. This was like a trial run for me with this menstrual cup. The first day was good. There was minimal to no stains on the pad. On the second day, which is the day that my period actually starts, but the first day is just preamble, just joking, just jokes. So on the second and the third day, when I usually have heavy periods, oh wow, or more, I changed, like I emptied that cup like eight times, if not more. This time I went to the bathroom to remove the cup, it was full. Or maybe the cup I'm using is smaller. Maybe this brand, their cup is smaller, I don't know, but it was really getting filled up. It was getting filled up so quickly. Like in 3 hours, I go back and check, the cup is very, very full. I feel like this cup is too small. I can't even take anything. So I'm going to say it's the size of the cup, because I kept on changing every 2-3 hours. Once I pull out the cup, it's full. I empty it, wash, insert it back. Next 2-3 hours, it's full again. So I was very conscious of checking. I was always conscious of, okay, let me check. Is it full? Is it full? Let's say it was my first time, so I was still trying to get the hang of it. But now the quantity of pad I use compared to when I'm not using cup was way minimal, way minimal. I changed my pad like 4 times. And each time changing like 4 times is not because it's full, it's because hygiene. You're supposed to change your pad 4 times in a day, not because it was full. It wasn't full. There was barely stains on it. I didn't have to get up in the middle of the night to run to the bathroom to go and take off my pad. You know that moment when you're asleep and then it wakes you up, like, girl, you need to head to the bathroom. That was always me whenever I'm on my period and I'm in bed sleeping. I'm always waking up in the middle of the night and running to the bathroom, like literally racing to the bathroom so I don't get to stain my bed or even stain the floor. That's how heavy my period is. But when I used this cup, I wasn't even worried because of the mechanism of the cup. Actually, the way it is, blood can barely leak. Only a little bit can leak out. But if you're careful and you're changing the way you should change and using the right cup, you're good to go. You won't even need to use the sanitary pad. Gone are those days that I have to wake up and run to the bathroom. I'm way beyond that, and I'm happy about that, guys. Like, this is such a lifesaver for me. I enjoy using this cup. I didn't even know once you insert it, you won't even feel anything. You won't even feel like there's something in there. Unlike tampons, you won't feel like something in there. It just feels like a normal body can just go about your business as you wish, go to work and do your thing. You get. So for me, the experience was really good. I enjoyed using this cup. I had the ease of sleeping as I wanted, or not worrying about being stained. You know, just knowing that, okay, it's time for me to take out my cup, and not worrying about folding your sanitary pad and finding a way to dispose it. No, you just empty it, rinse it, put it back in there. You're not disposing anything. So it's also saving the environment, in my opinion. Yeah, so that's my experience. My review is 8/10 for now, because I think this is not my cup size. So I'm going to give menstrual cup 8/10. If you get the right size and the right material for you, you're good to go. Say bye-bye to sanitary pads, say bye-bye to tampons, say bye-bye to all the comfort that comes with using sanitary pads and tampons, and say hello to menstrual cups. Okay, guys, so that's my experience. That's my review. It was good. It was safe for me. I didn't have any side effects from it. It was not uncomfortable for me to wear. The first few days it was uncomfortable. The first few days, because I was still trying to get the hang of it, it was a bit uncomfortable for me to put on. But after that, I was good to go. I got used to it. I could easily put it on and easily take it out and empty it. So the cup comes with specifications, how to choose your proper size. Most of the cups you buy in the box or in the manual, it will come with specification how to choose your proper size. If you have given birth before, whether it's through normal delivery or through cesarean section, age 25 or below, age 25 and above, the specification is here. So you have to go through it based on your own situation. Then you can choose the proper size for yourself. Before you use a menstrual cup, please talk to your healthcare provider, ask questions, have a discussion with your healthcare provider before you go pick up a menstrual cup. If you're not sexually active, please, a menstrual cup is not for you. Menstrual cups are for people that are sexually active. Okay, now you have purchased your menstrual cup and you want to use it for the first time. Firstly, you're going to have to sterilize it. Different brands have different method of sterilization. Some will require that you boil it in hot water, and that's okay. Some require that you use any kind of antiseptic or something to sterilize it first before you use it. Your first use, you must sterilize it before you use. The first time you want to insert your menstrual cup, you might feel uncomfortable. You would definitely feel uncomfortable inserting something this size into your vagina. You will feel uncomfortable, but with constant use, it becomes lesser and less uncomfortable for you to use. So to make it easier for you to insert, when you want to insert your menstrual cup, try to grease it. either grease it with water-based lubricant, or you can just use normal water, just regular water, to grease it before you insert. I will always advise, it's even the best to insert it in the shower. When you're taking your bath, insert it in the shower. If you already use tampons and you can easily insert a tampon, this will be easy for you to insert as well. Now, before you insert this, after you sterilize it, wash your hand. Make sure your hands are clean. Wash your hand with soap, or you wash your hand with any antibacterial soap before you go ahead to insert your cup. Once you're done wash your hand with antibacterial soap, pick your cup already sterilized, wet it, either with lubricant or with water, or while in the shower. Wet it, bend, squeeze, press to form, make it flat. Press it to flatten it a bit. Once you flatten it, you fold. Just fold it this way, hold it at the base, insert into your vagina. Make sure it goes in completely into your vagina. Push it in to get to your cervix. Once you push it into the vagina, it's going to really literally pop open on its own. Once it pops open and is in place, try to twist it. Once you're twisting it and you're not able to move it as easily as I'm doing right now, know that it's in place. This part acts like a suction to attach to your cervix, so that once the blood is dropping, there is no leakage coming out. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Just fold, flatten it, fold it, insert it, dip, and it pops open. It's that easy to use. so easy to use. There's no mathematics, there's no physics involved in it. That's just it. Everything goes in, including the tip. Everything goes in. Now, this tip is for when you are trying to pull out and empty the cup. Now, we are done about inserting. Now, how to remove and empty the cup. When you feel like your cup is full, give or take 3 to 4 hours. Get into the bathroom. If you do Kegel exercise, this is going to be very easy for you. You're going to literally push it out. It's very easy. Once you tighten the muscles of your cervix and your pelvis, once you tighten the muscles, it literally pushes the cup out. Once it pushes the cup out, you can feel the tip, this tip end. You can feel this tip come out. So you just grab on the tip and gently pull out. Once you gently pull it out, empty your cup, rinse it. You can still wash it with soap as well. You have to firstly wash your hand with soap before you insert and you remove it, please. So once you empty it, you wash it, bend, flatten, fold, insert again. That's it. That's all. Then wash your hands with soap as well and go. This literally takes like 2 to 3 minutes tops, and you're good. Good to go. Just wash your hand and go about your business. Normally, a menstrual cup can be worn 6 to 12 hours. It's given that you can have this for 6 to 12 hours, but not beyond 12 hours, please. So you prevent yourself from having infections. I will say 4 to 6 hours. 6 hours tops. Empty your cup, rinse it, and put it back, just to prevent unnecessary hospital visits. After each menstrual period, you're supposed to sterilize your cup, let it air dry, and store it appropriately. I have my bag, comes with this bag, so once you're done with that menstrual period, wash your cup, sterilize it, air dry it, or wipe it dry, and put it back in your cup, in your bag, and put it back in your bag and store it away safely. Your next menstrual period, you want to bring that out again. You're still going to sterilize it before you use it again. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of using a menstrual cup. First advantage of using a menstrual cup is affordability, because these sanitary pads are not kidding. The prices are not joking. I think this was made with what in mind, because one cup can last you for as long as years. Actually, if you take care of your cup very well, one can last you for years. So you don't need to go and be repurchasing sanitary pads. Sanitary pads are not cheap. Some sanitary pads are over 2,000 something, some over 3,000 something. They're not cheap. So imagine having to spend that amount of money every month. Imagine having to save that amount of money. Let me put it this way. Imagine having to save the amount of money that you spend on sanitary pad every month. Let's calculate it. 3,000 naira basically for 12 months. That's 36,000 naira. You've saved 36,000 naira in 1 year. I think that's a good budget planning. Yeah, so affordability is quite affordable and it's cost effective. So if you're buying that, this one, I bought this for about 3,000, below 4,000 naira. There are more expensive ones. Even if you buy the ones of 15,000 naira, you're using it for years. So it's like an investment in your healthcare, an investment in your hygiene. So I really recommend it. This is a good advantage of using a menstrual cup over sanitary pads and tampons. Thirdly, it is safer. Menstrual cups are safer than tampons and safer than sanitary pads. Sanitary pads, you can easily have infections from them. Tampons, you can have toxic shock syndrome from using tampons. But with menstrual cups, there is little to minimal of infections and no case of toxic shock syndrome ever recorded. So it is safer. I've mentioned safety, I've mentioned cost effectiveness, and I've mentioned affordability. Another advantage of menstrual cup, it holds more blood than sanitary pads. This is the best advantage for me because I am a heavy flower. It holds more blood than sanitary pads. The amount of blood you can collect with this, you can't collect that on sanitary pad. By the time your sanitary pad collects that amount of blood, like your whole clothes is stained. You're bleeding. So it's a huge advantage. That's the one I love most. It holds more blood. The next advantage I'm going to talk about is eco-friendly. I think I already mentioned this. It is eco-friendly. You're not going to have to be disposing sanitary pads here and there. Do you understand? Like, it reduces the load of sanitary pads that are going to be in the environment, disposed in the environment. So it's actually eco-friendly. Another advantage is, like, some brands of this sanitary pad can be felt during sex. You can actually wear your menstrual cup during sex and it won't be felt because it's up down there in your stomach. I don't know what kind of sex you'll be having, and then you get to your cervix where your menstrual cup is situated. So most brands, you can detect them during sex, and it can also be worn. You can also use it with an IUD if you're on contraception and family planning. You can also use a menstrual cup as well. So there are lots of advantages when you compare using menstrual cups to regular pads and tampons. I will choose menstrual cup over it anytime, any day. Now, the cons, they can be messy. It can be so messy, like you can pull out that menstrual cup and mistakenly spill it and it feels like you have committed a murder. Like, literally, it can be so messy. But if you're careful, you're not going to have to deal with that. And it can be uncomfortable in the first few periods you're trying to use it, trying to insert it and remove it. It can be a bit uncomfortable, but you get the hang of it eventually. So that's another con, but that's not really a disadvantage because it's not a long-term disadvantage. It's just something that in a few days or in a few uses you're going to get used to it. Another disadvantage is it might be tough or difficult for you to find the right fit. Like I just complained, I feel like this is not my right fit. I'm going to have to look for another brand that has bigger sizes, bigger cup, but more flexible and softer material for myself. So it can be very difficult for you to find your right size, but once you find your right size, you have hit the jackpot. So that's another disadvantage. Finding your right size can be quite challenging. So another disadvantage can cause vaginal irritation, but that's if you don't care for your cup properly. If you don't take care of your cup, if you don't clean it properly, if you don't use it properly, it can cause vaginal irritation. Just like having dirty hands and using your dirty hands to insert your cup, you're introducing bacteria into your vagina, and that will cause some vaginal discomfort and irritation and probably vaginal infection. So that process of having to wash your hand and insert it, if you're not careful and you miss or omit that, you're going to predispose yourself to infection or vaginal irritation as well. So those are the disadvantages of using a menstrual cup. We've talked about the pros, that's the advantages, and then we've talked about the cons. And left for me, in my opinion, I will use a menstrual cup over anything. There was a point in my life I was using Pampers, diapers for period because I wasn't understanding what was going on with my period. Really. Yeah, and I know some of my friends that still use diapers, baby diapers, like the one that you wear, that the one from, what do you call it, toddler diapers. Some people use adult diapers. Some of my friends I know that are still using diapers, I'm going to introduce them to this menstrual cup. I hope that they will be able to switch and stop using baby Pampers for their period. Yeah, because there was a time I was also doing that, and I'm so happy I discovered this menstrual cup. It's been such a lifesaver for me. This is my last period, and I'm going to try and get my right size so that I can enjoy it in its full capacity. Okay, So guys, that's all about menstrual cup. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you get yourself a menstrual cup and level up your personal hygiene. Okay. Yes guys, so thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment for me in the comment section if you have any questions, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.